First of all, giving honor to God, who is definitely the head of my life, and to the leaders of this house. Can we give God a great praise for who he has put here in this question? Who's heard of juju? Juju on that beat, right? Say juju on that. I mean, I know it ain't just me. Juju on that beat. Hey, juju on that beat, right? There's a part where it say, do your dance, do your dance, do your dance. Hey, then what it say? Wait, hold up now. Y'all talking about my daddy, right? Y'all talking about my daddy. How do I know you talking about my dad? Because you just said something about me and then indicated that the quality of me hailed from my father. So you just said something about my heredity. Okay, all right, let's work. So Luke 15:20, and he arose and came to his father, but when he was yet a great way off, the father saw him, had compassion, and ran and fell on his neck. Now, where the son is coming from is from the nature of who he is, and he's coming back to the nature of who he is and the nature of who the father is. All right. The prodigal son is a familiar passage used to describe the grace, love, compassion, and forgiveness of God toward us. So the name of the story itself, the prodigal son, indicates a particular quality of the son. But it only indicates a particular quality of the son. But let's just realize something. He's his daddy's son. Okay? So in other words, in order for him or anyone to be considered prodigal, they have to be someone who is giving out profusely, someone who is extravagant. One definition says wastefully extravagant. But in essence, in order for you to be prodigal, you must give out profusely and relentlessly. Now, the son is giving out relentlessly and profusely, and we call it wastefully because he's giving out of limitation. Because as everyone has so beautifully put, he asked for his portion from the Father. So he only had a portion of the abundance of the Father. So he's giving out of limitation, and the Father is giving out of abundance. Okay, let me back that up. So he is doing what he has seen been done for him from his Father. Because even in his father's house, the servants had, as Zub said, more than enough. So who in their right mind, if you are profit maximizing, gives someone who works for you and serves you more than enough of what they need? No, this is because he's a good father, and he gives you more than enough. He said, I'll supply your needs according to my riches and my glory. In other words, out of my abundance, I give it to you. So the Father is abundant, therefore he is allowed to be prodigal. So how is it that he gives us the nature of who he is to give out profusely, to give out in excess, if we can only give out of limitation? Well, he says you don't have to give out of limitation as long as you're with me. See, he took the gift of the Father without the relationship with the Father. So here's the issue that we have with the Son. We say, oh, you're so wasteful. You don't know what it takes. You just giving out. You don't know what you're doing. You're just partying it up. But here's the problem with that. We are supposed to give out. We are supposed to give. We are supposed to have the abundance of the Father, but you have to be in relationship with the Father. Don't ever leave the relationship of God, because in him you have abundance, and the same abundance as Matthew 10:8 tells us, the same thing that I've done for you, I want you to do for everyone else. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, and just as you have received freely from my abundance, offer it freely of the abundance of God. The abundance of God is yours. You have access to it. Don't leave it. Don't leave the relationship with the Father, and don't forget that once you've got it, don't forget where you came from, because it's the same place you came from. Somebody is coming from it, and they need you. They need your testimony. They need the abundance of God that you can offer them, and only the way that you can offer it to them. So in essence, here is the crux of the story. The prodigal son comes from a prodigal father. But anything that is perverted from the source will give out. The abundance of the Father remains. Our Father never dies, so he will always accumulate. He will never lose. Stay with the Father. And when you realize your place with the Father, offer it to each and every one of his children.